There we go. I don't know why it always takes a few seconds for OBS to actually catch the program opening for streaming. I would like to show off the Ludit logo a little bit more and give them credit for resurrecting Return to Dark Castle. But at least their website is in my video description, so. We've got Sally Cat on beginner. We've got one of the cats behind me. And one of the cats sneaking back out of the room. So I don't have a whole lot to do here that does not require stone ball and or crossbow. And I see that the game is still giving me an in-game clock instead of a day counter, which is cool. I've got quite a bit of time to kill before darkness hits again. So I think I'm going to take a little helicopter ride. This room doesn't feel like it really needs the fruit basket, but maybe it's harder on advanced. And as you can see, I don't really need to stock up on gas right now. I did that off camera. Come on now. To the swamps, actually. Down to collect a few more rocks. Yeah. May need to take opportunity to collect extra rocks if they are available, like so. Yeah. Don't hit the mosquitoes, don't hit the trees. And don't even bother with the mutants. Take a little care to take out the giant vulture. And while I'm here, I want to see something. I want to see if I can push this pink eyeball all the way back to the guardhouse. And it's going to be a lot easier to do that if I don't get hit by its fireballs. I would not recommend trying this on intermediate or... Can I just land? And also, can I just sneak away without even dealing with the eyeball? That's brilliant. Did not know I could do that. Anyway, casino. Very slightly easier to come here when you have fireball and only need to take the guard out once. RNG be with me. Okay, that's one of the harder ones. Only need to trigger 2 more machines. Please. to trigger one more. Darn it.
Yeah.
Finally. And I'm not even sure if I mean that exasperated finally, aside from how many attempts I've done on the casino over my last 2 playthroughs.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I would say this is a good start to the evening.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
75%! And I'm pretty sure the only way out of here is, in fact, a teleport. Yeah, he's not getting back on the boat. So how does the Black Knight arrange for his boat to get back from the casino? Is it enchanted? It's probably enchanted. Lots of things around here are enchanted. And I still have a few hours to kill before the graveyard opens back up. East Tower can be a good source of farming items, but the Clock Tower is much more efficient if my main goal is gas. Yes, outrun those lasers! Gas, that'll do me. Actually, before I get in laser range, let's take out that bat. And every so often I have to pull one of these levers just to see the sparks fly. Which I'm sure is great for the health of the machines. Hey there, Rev Rod. Actually... Okay, didn't quite mean to do that, but I need to resize my window to make sure that I'm actually catching chat here. This is a consequence of me doing streams late at night. Lots of people in my time zone are going to bed. Meanwhile, Europe is only just barely waking up. Okay. Yeah, it's past 6, so... we should have darkness shortly.
Yeah.
Come on. It is such a joy when you get used to the patterns and are able to move so fluidly through the screens. Somewhat less of a joy when you slightly mess up those patterns and get nailed by spikes. Take that, rat. Okay, graveyard. So we hop, and we leap, and we leap, and we hop, and we leap, and we hop, and we leap, and we... should have just done a simple jump onto that rope. It's fine, it's not like I'm on a time crunch this time. Welp, now we know that's a thing. See. Okay, if I go for the Iron Spire, there's a return potion at the top. And I might not want to take the chopper all the way back down. Nope, can't just run past you. And I'm not terribly low on rocks, so let's give this a nice leisurely go. Nope! Not what I wanted to do. Also, I could, at any time, petrify one of those guards and take his crossbow. So who wants some fried murder chicken? No? Nobody? Aha! My aim is true, my heart is pure. Pure what? What would you like to know?
Yeah.
And we finished the Iron Spire, and it's not even midnight yet in-game. And yes, it is very frustrating to mess up on something that you know how to do.
Yeah.
But sometimes the fingers are clumsy, or you're just not quite thinking things through correctly. Yes, orb!
Yeah.
I have more than 50 elixirs. That doesn't happen very often.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's weird how calm I am now going through the graveyard. Like, I could swear it had different music the first time I was here, just based on the vibes. Maybe with the rain and not understanding quite how the graves worked and what jumps were needed was enough to just really mess with my mind. That and the time pressure you're on when the gate opens when you've been waiting for the gate to open at midnight. Okay. Jump, hop, leap, hop. I wonder if you can jump over a henchman. I've never tried, but it's probably very hard to do without taking damage. Anyway. Crossbow get, because I can. And if you destroy something that you've petrified, they will respawn. Because they are registered as dead and not petrified on the game screen. Okay, so I need to do bombing run. Which means holding the duck key and clicking the mouse to release a bomb. Whoa, 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 whoa. Duck, not down. It always helps to remember what exactly your keys are. Oh, I'm in danger. So it turns out if you run out of fuel when you're safely standing on the ground... Oh, nuts. Oh. You have a little bit of a grace period, but if your copter blows up while you are standing otherwise safely on the ground, You will blow the heck up. So I need to go get more gas, and by the time I do that, it's going to be daylight again. Ugh. Can I get out of here by going backwards? I've never really tried. Good job, Duncan. Okay, so probably I can do this, but also probably the Banshee's gonna get me before I finish. No, I made it out on my own 2 feet. Yay? Oh, but I can't go back this way because the gate's closed. Well, maybe I can do some more resource farming over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, right, I have to go all the way over to hit all of the buttons. Or at least more of the buttons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and the wild boar can go into whatever. And I can one-shot all the henchmen.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think I can use the crossbow on the giant tentacle here. I think I have to use the mace. Personal opinion, crossbow should totally work here. Even if it only does as much damage as the mace. I'm spending all my rocks.
Oh.
And if I'm not careful, I will spend all my lives. Really? Mosquitoes one-shot you? My crossbow's gone. This was a horrible strategy. Bring out my clown makeup because I am a fool tonight. Rock blocked. And taking out all the mosquitoes I can reach because screw mosquitoes. I sometimes wonder if it would be so bad if humanity could drive just one or two species of mosquito into extinction. There's plenty of other bugs that bats can eat. That's right, only the female mosquitoes suck blood. The males, I believe, eat tree sap.
Yeah.
Are you frickin' kidding me? And now I have to kill everything again! So no shield challenge? How about facing my own silly decisions and mistakes challenge? So yeah, female mosquitoes suck blood, male mosquitoes eat tree sap, which led to someone on either Tumblr or Twitter making a very funny post about female vampires being the traditional bloodsuckers and male vampires being basically lumberjacks. Rev Rod, you and I have seen the exact same post, I'm sure. Oh no, we're all part of the internet hive mind now! Now if we can just get the billionaires to invest in indie game development instead of AI. And, you know, maybe some other less important things like housing, so that people have places in which to play their video games. And renewable energy to run our computers and consoles.
Yeah.
No, those rocks are not worth it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe a little healthcare, because gaming too much does do bad things to your neck and spine. Okay, back here, it is now nearly 1 in the afternoon game time, because I have managed to waste so much of it over on the mosquito marsh. I could use a few bombs, I need gas, I need rocks. I can climb down a rope faster than a snake can, haha.
Yeah.
Okay, rock get, bomb get, gas get.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Extra return potion get, I'm probably gonna use that. Oh yeah, especially if I get 2 extras.
Yeah.
Okay, at this rate I don't even need to go back to the clock tower, really. Oh yeah! Oh, this farming run is going spectacularly well. Praise RNGesus indeed. I don't need the elixir that much. And that's the end of this room. Okay, sunset is not on us immediately, but maybe will be soonish. Denied. Neat. I was about to say, there's no snake down here. What gives? Oh right, the graveyard is always open, it's not just open at night. However, if I try going in before sunset, the Banshee will just kick me out. So I kinda want to make sure the stars start coming out before I try going into the graveyard. Okay, I see stars. That's dark enough, right? Well, that's one way to... make sure that I'm timing this appropriately. Yeah, I think it is just more terrifying navigating a completely new room when you know you're on a time crunch, and also when it's dark and rainy. Hey there, Kaio Gamer. Pfft. I guess I don't really need to stoneball you anyway. Actually, maybe what I should do if I have to try this again is, shoot the guard with a crossbow. Because you can do that, and it is fun. Okay, I can fly through that platform. Good to know. Hey. And if I really needed more bombs, I could go into that open crypt. Yes, this is the one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Such delightfully creepy spider noises. Okay, trying to hit you from a moving platform may not, in fact, be the wisest course of action. Especially when you yourself are a moving target. There we go. Humph.
Yeah.
No, thank you. When you get so scared that you run face first into a wall. Happens to the best of us. No! So, let's get an instant replay of that, entering the crypt.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, well, thanks for popping in, Male Zoxy, and see you later.
Yeah.
Apparently that would have been a better place for a short hop to try and take out the rat. Challenge level impossible. Complete the game without face planting into a wall. Or a grave. Oh, come on! I should have the spacing right here. What is going on with me tonight? Honestly. Okay, and we have plenty of gas, plenty of bombs. Let's go retrieve the chopper. There we go. So I don't know if hitting any platforms messed me up, or if every time I died doing this it was because I got caught in my own bomb explosion. I'm beginning to think it was caught in my own bomb explosions. Now this time, let's try not falling into the dungeon. Because it's really a pain in the butt to get back here if I do. Oh, hold still. You spider menace. Right, I can jump over here. Oh no. And, oh right. Fruit does not cure poison. Fruit does not cure poison, but a return potion does. And I could go in and enter the second crypt. In fact, I think I may well do. Just to show it off. But it's completely optional. It's a good place to stock up on bombs if you need them for Crypt 2.
Yeah.
Indeed, that was pretty close. Every time I gotta go through this rigmarole to open the gate. Oh no, the door is locked. Whatever shall I do?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So yeah, there is a note in here if you want to get 100% note completion.
Yeah.
A long ride down just to be poisoned by fungus. But yeah, basically this room is entirely optional for game completion outside of that.
Yeah.
Always funny when I can shoot through the floor and not a wall.
Yeah.
Hello there, balloon boy. And instead of taking the long way out, it's dungeon time! If you play this game for any length of time, you will get really, really good at getting through at least one of the dungeons. Wonder if I should pick up a flail again? I don't know. So we've got 3 orbs. And I believe 3 treasures that we're missing. All of which require, or most of which require the crossbow. One of the treasures technically doesn't, but it's real close to an orb that does, so whatever. But if we activate a secret passage right here, we can find the oubliette. Wait, no. Don't crossbow the guards here, just... Yeah, just fireball them. Is the easier thing. I do still need to crossbow the target, though. So as to activate the moving platform. gonna have Fireball by the time you get here, because you need Stone Ball to get the crossbow.
Yeah.
This one's actually a little less annoying on the harder difficulties because the platform moves faster.
Yeah.
And another quick exit because it amuses me to do so. Well, that didn't quite work. Fortunately, I have the armor, so that saved my life. Okay, so oubliette.
Yeah.
Might as well grab a few more rocks while I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
And then if I say, oh no, I grabbed the wrong rope and fell!
Whoa.
Into the dungeon! Then we can enter that conspicuous archway. And embarrass myself all over the place today. So there's an orb up there, for which we require the crossbow. There is also an arcade machine. With a bunch of birds invading my space. Oops. And if you get knocked off, you just go right back into the dungeon. Oh, but I'm very low on rocks now. That is a problem. A problem which can be solved by looting the dungeon. Just like old times.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could say he entered the arcade game through mysterious magic of some kind. Oh, right. The door isn't on the edge of the screen. It's right next to the edge of the screen, so I have to use the up key.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I could just stonewall the guards so they won't respawn, but where's the challenge in that? Where's the challenge in not bonking my head into every wall at least once? I'm pretty sure the enemies will just respawn once I leave the game anyway, but... good chance to restock on rocks. Okay, birds, I'm gonna need you to calm down just a little here. Oh, come on now. This was so much easier on Novice. And there's nothing I can do to make it any easier on myself aside from get good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And farm lots of rocks, but that's a given. Oh, no rocks. Oh, this screen doesn't give me rocks every time. Rude.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because why not take a free elixir when I can? Okay, full on rocks. Let's go. I should not have done that. Be careful not to click the mouse after ducking, or you will set a bomb. sure my aim is up. Hooray! I finally got it. And before the vulture even.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Whoa.
Do I want more rocks? Not really.
Yeah. Wow.
Don't. I swear if this room kills me. Made it. No. Okay. This is definitely one of the more annoying three-part combination locks. It sure is cool that the crossbows have infinite ammo. There we go. Orb!
Yeah.
No! It's fine, I have the orb, we can just treat that as a shortcut down. And I have loads of keys, so I don't need to go fetch one.
Yeah.
Cannot believe that guard did not shoot me.
Yeah. 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 Wow.
Right, I haven't practiced getting out of this screen as much. Trouble 3 I am intimately familiar with from childhood. Trouble 1 and 2, slightly less so, maybe? I don't know, I don't feel like I've got quite as much mastery on this set of ropes. I say as I do it masterfully. Good job.
Yeah.
Huzzah, one more orb and one more treasure. Let's see, where is the thing? Well, the easiest way to get to a dungeon is always to fall into it.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Let's see, not necessarily there. I want to open you up. I could stop the swinging pendulum. I don't think I really need to. Maybe I need to. After all, it's easy to take that guy out. And into my favorite room of all, the torture chamber. Yeah, I just like this room enough that I would really rather not stun the eyeball every time. Now let's see. Yes. And if we remember from my escapades in Novice, one can make it safely onto the chain if you do a standard jump from your position after pulling the lever without moving. Am I going to first try this?
Whoa! Yeah.
Well, dang, how about that? And now I try to remember which platforms are safe.
Whoa! Ow!
Doesn't matter, got orb. And potion. And again, have plenty of keys. So I don't even need to deal with the lower and middle levels. Great job. Okay, the door may or may not block crossbow bolts. It certainly doesn't block the guard walking in front of it.
Yeah.
My mouse is being just a tiny bit less responsive than I would like here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now we deposit the orb before I do something silly like forget I have it. So, one orb. And one treasure left. Is that all? Just because I am on a challenge mode here, so... Hey. I'm gonna die. Or maybe not! Haha! Hey there, Joey Boombutts. And this screen is always beautiful, day or night. Ahem. I love the crow death sounds too. And of course that mock, mock is engraved in my brain from early childhood. I like to stoneball that one so that he doesn't respawn. Anyway, for our next secret, we will wind the catapult all the way down. And then... I don't remember if it's 5 or if it's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Okay, I think it's 6. Oh wait, that's not secret, that's just the regular tower. Ah, how do I get back? Damn it, I'm having one of those nights of, am I sure I've played this game before? Am I sure I'm an expert? Got the right timing there. Alright, good night, Reverod. I'm I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to keep this going until I beat the Black Knight again, or if I'll save that for another stream later. So yeah, taking this guy out with a melee weapon with the falling books is way more challenging than it needs to be. And then I pull it off hitless, because that's how this game rolls sometimes. Okay, so we've established that 6 clicks from the bottom takes us to the old tower top, where I've already been and completely looted all of its goodies. Except for the shield, of course. Not getting that yet. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20... I think that's right for getting the secret.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Whoa.
Bonk. Okay, crossbow works on that thing. If you manage to hit it, of course. Well, I've never done that before. I've always just used rocks. Ah, I'm not quite close enough to the wall to hit the target, so I need to go and engage with all of these lovely ratties. Now I can hit the target. And watch out for spikes. They'll get you. A golden ratty! A little bit bold there, going on the ropes. Without dealing with the birds. Oh, I can't get back up there, so my only way forward is through the old tower top. Could. Good job. It's not that hard on beginner, you do have to be a little situationally aware. Hey. Up those stairs, thank you. Good thing I'm wearing the boots, or I would be dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, one free potion, one free elixir, and... Oh no! I can't do anything with the shield because it's daylight out. It's not dark enough. Okay then. So we have one more orb to get, and we've gotten all of the treasures. Neato. So the 15% completion that I'm missing is 2 for the orb, 3 for the shield, and 10 for the Black Knight. And that one final orb is this way.
Yeah.
Hit boulder. Use the rope to get up here. And then if you count about 6 footsteps, that's about enough time to wait until your long jump. I get a little bit nervous about jumps from those far right platforms sometimes because they are so narrow.
Yeah.
And again, you do need the crossbow to progress any further on this path. I thought the mutant would be too short for that to work. Now, since I have the crossbow, that does mean that I have to have Stoneball to get here. And it also means that I'm not going to have a flail or mace to deal with these buckets. Hey. And stay down. I have a few lives to spare, so I'm going to see how far I can get without stoneballing the bucket immediately. Is this a good plan? Probably not. But this is a challenge run. We must try the silly things. Also, it would make the level significantly easier to stoneball those birds.
Yeah.
Stop that, you. Because when you stoneball birds, they don't respawn. At least I think that's true. Because if you stoneball something and then it crumbles, it will respawn. Usually. This far down screen, it's easier just to... I hate you so much. Hey there, Lunar Sovereign. Honestly, it's hard to say if this was one of my favorites growing up. I think it was one of my favorites in early childhood, because I was born right around the time that Dark Castle and Beyond Dark Castle originally came out in the late 80s. I do have fond memories of sitting and playing it with my parents, spending a lot of time in the dungeon and making Duncan dizzy. I'm pretty sure my mom did better than I ever did in original Dark Castle and BDC. I'm not sure if she ever beat the knight at all, let alone on advanced difficulty. I'd be surprised if she had never beaten the Black Knight. But then my mom is only sorta good. My mom was only ever sorta good at arcadey games. She preferred, strategy, conquer the world type ones. Now where were we? I do remember being disappointed that after a certain point we could no longer play Dark Castle on the newer Macintoshes. But then, as children do, I found other newer games and said, oh well. Same thing happened with King's Quest V. I was very sad when I couldn't play that one anymore. And then I discovered Exile and Tomb Raider. And didn't really think much about the other games for a while. Okay, Mutant, I'm gonna need you to move over a little more before I open this. Much obliged. And you go shush. And when I do that, that's a great way to get bucketed. Oh dang, I bet if I had let it complete that jump, it would have taken itself down to the dungeon. Actually, I'll have to remember that if I die on this screen. Wait, if I'm standing far enough towards the edge, does the crow just not get me? Huh. So yeah, that whole thing about dying on the screen. Mission accomplished. And don't run so far over.
Yeah.
I've got plenty of rocks, but I should still try not to spend all of them. Finally. Alright, come at me, Bucket. Or, you know, we could do this too. That works. Distance aiming it. Yeah! You lose, Bucket. Bastard. I see we are entering the Sally Cat is frustrated enough to curse part of the evening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aw. My Bucket Gambit did not work out. So far. Hi, Garnet. Oh, you jerk! You absolute asshole! I could just stoneball these things, but no, I have to do challenges for my own satisfaction and the views, I guess. Yeah, okay. Alas, I have pushed the bucket too far over.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, I could jump with leaving the bird alive, but I was probably going to regret doing that. Oh, the wall's going to get in my way there. Ugh. Come at me, birds. get your flaming rocks. They're full of minerals and vitamins, probably. Yep, don't need to go that way. Need to go this way. The map layout on this screen could be a little clearer. Am I going to have enough rocks? Yeah, I was hoping to get back over before the guard respawned. Okay, taking 2 walls to the face and a crossbow bolt does not give me a lot of extra health to work with. But I think I won't need it. Final orb! And the library is full. Yep. All 25 orbs, all 13 treasures. Okay, I've got a pretty nice pile of elixirs and not quite so many rocks as I would like. I don't think I need a huge amount of rocks to go after the Black Knight, but I would like more than 22. What do we think? Should I try going for the shield here? I don't need no stinking shield. I tried to change my trajectory in midair, and it doesn't really work. Tall jump is better there. Not getting hit twice is better there. Yeah, I have not mastered going backwards through the screen.
Yeah.
Maybe I should use a return potion? It feels a bit like chickening out, but navigating a screen backwards that was never meant to be navigated like that is, yeah, that's potentially an unfair challenge. Anyway, I've got Rux now. Oh, they're not just immune to crossbow bolts, they ricochet. So I'm pretty sure these guys are also immune to melee weapons. Definitely immune to plain fireballs. Also definitely immune to plain rocks. Yeah, this timing has the rhythm that I remember more from ye old practice runs. Novice is almost... Dang it. Novice is almost too generous with the timing. Good job. Oh yeah, your first few times through Gauntlet and Grand Staircase are absolutely brick-shittin' territory. Now, I've never done this screen without having the shield before. This could get interesting. Where do you bounce? Where do you bounce? There it is. Shit. Okay, Joe, how about you just have a little nap there? I'm still running into walls. Perhaps I should rethink this. Sally Cat plays Return to Dark Castle so late at night. I was wondering where the gargoyle was. I'm taking this a little more cautiously than I really need to. have a couple options of dealing with the broom. I can stonewall it,
Yeah.
or I can regular fireball it and split it up. Potentially, I can even do a straight jump over. I hear you. And this time, you do not get me. Okay, there's the broom. Huh. Broom evaded.
Yeah.
Whew, that got scary. Oh, no, 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 no. Got you? Ugh. Well, this is gonna be awful. I almost made that. And I'm basically out of tea again. Great start. Absolutely off to a great start on this run. So in previous years, I have 100%ed this on beginner, and I've beaten it, though not quite 100%ed, on advanced. I don't actually remember if I've beaten it on intermediate. I probably have. I would have to boot up the old Mac Mini to check on that. Of course, intermediate and advanced, I'm not doing the silly challenge stuff. I'm using all the tricks I have at my disposal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, it sounds like I got the gargoyle. And I think there's a bit of RNG in where the big steel balls bounce. I think the henchman aims them a bit depending on your position. Shit, shit, shit. actually don't mind just jumping over the broom instead of stoneballing it there. Assuming I can get the jump off correctly. Okay, so this is honestly pretty doable without shield. You just have to have a lot of patience and a somewhat better sense of timing with that broom. Or, you know, stoneball it. Gargoyle about now. The gargoyle does always come in at roughly your horizontal position. Let's try something stupid. Not actually that stupid.
Yeah.
I feel like that should not have worked. No! Okay, I am getting through this, but I need to take a short break. Okay, OBS, come on. Recapture the steam. Do I need to quit and restart? Because I can do that. Also, Garnet says hello. You foolish, foolish program. I've played 16 hours on this machine. Well, no, not on this machine, on this Steam version of the game. It's about 8 hours per difficulty, or 8 hours per completionist run, that sounds about right. And we're back. I don't know if anything in particular happened. OBS is just kind of dumb when it comes to picking up on game capture. You're starting to sweat as you watch this. Someone shares my suffering. And actually something might have happened because YouTube looks like it's hanging up a little bit. Okay, we're still streaming. OBS is behaving. Okay, that was it. Silliness on my part. We're good, we're good. Time to raid the kitchen fridge, indeed. Well, I've gotten a little bit of a stretch and some more water. And a cat on my lap. Will this help? Who knows, could go either way. I've also got about half an hour before I decide I really need to end the stream and go to bed. Ooh, got him just as he was coming on screen. Garnet, what did you do? Can I learn to aim? Jeez. Nope. Jump over a smaller broom, jump onto platform. Great success. Duck. Only slightly die from getting balls to the face. And I was doing so well. Yep, gargoyle. Well, this just got interesting. Somehow I survived! And then that happened. I'm really not too fussed about maximizing my elixir pickups here, because I do have a pretty good stack of them. I cry now. What a fall indeed. The one time that Duncan or Bryant, or whatever you named your hero, does not suffer fall damage. I'm also very amused that the classic dungeons feature a slide into them. Gargoyle right on cue. Gargoyle right about now. I said now? Crap. And Garnet has had enough of this. She has retreated to the chair next to me for even more comfiness. those pistons are connected to anything else industrial in this place, like the potion factory.
Yeah.
Might as well, honestly. Just missed. That wasn't the broom pattern I wanted. No, the challenge is not entirely stoneball-less. It can't be because that's the only way to effectively deal with the guards in the gauntlet. Stoneball is also the only way to effectively deal with the Black Knight himself. Like, I think you could defeat him with only fireballs, but they do such small amounts of oh, that's not good. But fireballs do such tiny amounts of damage to the Black Knight that you'd have to spend so much time and so many rocks. I think it's theoretically possible to kill him with fireball, but I wouldn't want to try it. So yeah, I'm stoneballing all the guards. I'm trying to see if I can get through this without stoneballing the broom, just because I am a crazy person. Why, thank you, Gargoyle, for waking Bryant up from his sudden nap. Oh boy. Maybe I should stoneball the broom, just to get through that bit faster. But it works some of the time. Maybe I should see if Richard's got video of doing this without shield. Okay, so that wasn't the best idea. If I ever saw elixirs spawn in a convenient spot in that dungeon, I might go through it, because it's not that bad to get out of. Also, hello there, Smiley VRC. I think I recognize your name from the Discord.
Yeah.
Fairly reliable on that first part. Good. Room pattern? Good. Gargoyle sounds like he's coming from that side. Got him. What kind of steel are these things made of that they bounce like that? Okay, don't really need to engage with the guard up there, so I won't. And I'm gonna wait for the gargoyle to come again. Because I do not want to be on the stairs when he comes out. Oh, we're getting close, we're getting close. I think I would be dead now if I did not have the armor. I'll take it. Oh boy. Ah, there you are. I hope my guards didn't give you too much trouble. So, slightly different message than what we got on Novice. I guess if I was really committed to the challenge, I would have come in here without collecting all the armors. Okay, I know I have to worry about the gargoyle. What? You only get paralyzed if I hit you in the helmet.
Yeah.
That feels new. Wasn't quite sure how to dodge that combo. Though honestly, if I can get through all the chandelier acrobatics without needing shield, then I think this is entirely doable. Okay, 1 or 2 jumps there was closer than I really like. Should I wait for the gargoyle again? I think I'm gonna wait for the gargoyle again. Ah, crap. Bats. Okay, so standing on the moving skeleton platform does not save me from bats spawning in if I spend too much time up here. Darn it! Whoops. That was a terrible jump. Must be quick. Must also be accurate. Okay, good. Gargoyle timing. Excellent. We got this. Boom! Ha! You'll have to try harder than that if you want to see a real ending. Whew. Oh, that was fun. And exhausting. I have none of my tools here. And I forgot I can't duck with the flail. I'm probably going to die. But at least I take this guy with me. Well, I do still have the flail.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I have no keys, so I do have to do that bit of dungeon navigation. Bonk. Three snakes. That feels like too many snakes. It's almost a little weird going back to plain rocks after... Oh, I'm way too close. It almost feels a little weird going back to plain rocks after having fireball. Hooray, I'm not ending this run in the dungeon. Actually, what did that second lever do? I'm not sure I noticed. And while we're here, what the heck? Let's see if I can get one of the easier to find secret orbs. I have no elixirs. This could be problematic. Ah, yes. The broom problem. So yeah, intermediate difficulty gives you more and faster spikes. And also more and faster enemies. Yeah, coming in here with no elixirs was kind of a bad idea. Dope. Excuse me, Mr. Mouse, I need that health. Also, there's no return potion in here, so, it's probably better at the higher difficulties to go for things like Shield 1, Fireball 1, other more familiar paths before coming in here. Okay, good RNG on that. And some good timing here. Okay. Should not have done that. And why stop at one broom when you can have 2 brooms?
Yeah.
Will I be able to make it out? I'm gonna go with a solid maybe on that one. Duck. Immediately. Okay, full health, still no keys. And still too many snakes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, maybe that lever opens the gate if you come from below, but what would bring you up from below? So tempting to grab the wrong key for comedy purposes, but I have no spare lives. Actually, it's not just the classic dungeons, this one also has a slide into it. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing! I can try to open the fridge, but it won't open. I didn't know he could interact with that at all. I love it when I learn new things about a game that's decades old. Well, this one isn't quite decades, it's from... Wait. Okay, so YouTube tells me that this came out in 2008. Was this originally released in 2008 or 2006? Because if 2006, then it is about 20 years old. Alright, I've gotten my first orb on intermediate. And with that... yeah, I really need to go to bed. But I am rather pleased with myself for this run. Although, there is one last thing I could do. Haven't actually 100%ed beginner because I didn't get the shield. Let's see if I can make it to a shield before sunrise. Phew, didn't I? Amazing, the automatically regenerating water reservoir. I'm sure people thought this screen was hard back in 1986. Well, it's a little harder when you've got a bat chasing you. Okay, don't get hit by lightning. Shield get! 100% completion on beginner. Congratulations! I've achieved 100% completion on beginner skill level and unlocked a special video mode. Huzzah! So now that I've 100%ed both beginner and novice, hold down D and C. Wait, it did say... I'm holding down D and C, why isn't it working? Is this because I'm on Windows? It worked on Mac. May need to investigate that. Anyway, it is indeed quite late where I am. Another good stream indeed. Good night everyone, or good morning depending on where you are in the world.